Your Honor, I was on the phone with
Yep.
Jeremy at Mr.
What?
Robinson at 8 o'clock, and he was on his way there, and he said that he would be there by 8:30. I told him that we had to get
Yeah,
the
I'm
hearing over.
not blaming you. I'm not blaming you. I deal with this every day.
I'm sorry,
I'll
Judge.
call it again at 9:12. You tell him to get his tail in the courtroom. I'm not sending anybody to look for him.
I will, Judge.
Okay? If he's
All
not
right.
here by 9:12, I'm issuing a warrant for his arrest.
Your Honor,
It's,
if it's okay, I'm just going to stay on.
you do whatever you need to do. It's not
Okay.
your issue.
All right. I'm going to call him right now.
Guys, I just don't get it. Am I crazy? I must be. People never pulled this nonsense before. You're all set. Now that you let me rant for 5 minutes. How you doing today, Lieutenant?
Very good, Your Honor. Thank you.
Good.
Call me back, Judge, when the case is called.
I will, thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
Rodney Jamal Green,
Yes, sir.
25U567473. Your name? What brings you here? You've had a year to pay this, right? The ticket was issued on St. Patrick's Day in the year of our Lord 2025. You didn't show up in April. You didn't show up for your show cause in August. And now here you are, and you're going to ask me for time to pay. See how smart I am? I mean, it's just a replay. How much do you have today?
I don't have anything.
Why not?
Well, really, actually, I forgot about
You
the ticket.
forgot about it.
So
That's a wrong thing to tell the judge.
well, what happened was
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, it is.
That is the wrong thing to tell the judge. I forgot about it. Okay? I don't know how you can forget about it. I want to forget to pay my taxes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
I want to forget to pay my mortgage. Where do you work?
I actually do transportation, but I was actually going through a separation with my wife, so I hadn't been out here, and I'm told it totally slipped.
You make it sound like you live in Brownstown, right?
Yeah, but we're doing a separation, so I kind of standing roomless these last like.
It's not that far.
Yeah, but I didn't get the memo, so it was like it was a real. It was
Didn't get the memo.
Just my house it was a little off, so it didn't.
How old are you?
I'm 40. But
Time to grow up, don't you think? Tell me when you're going to pay this.
in 4 years, something.
I can give you a payment.
No, I just want the warrant because I got.
I'm not lifting the warrant. No, listen to me. You just want the warrant lifted. Why do you need the warrant lifted? So you come in here and you want me to do you a favor when you've been spitting on us for 11 months and now come in here at 11 months and now come in here and tell me I just want the warrant lifted. Maybe I don't want to lift the warrant. Maybe I want to send you to jail. You think I'm kidding, don't you?
No, I don't think you can.
What do you need the warrant lifted for?
I mean, because I tried.
Well, maybe. Listen, you have ignored us completely for 11 months. I don't want to hear I forgot about it. That's not an issue. You didn't forget about it. And if you forgot about it, then you're even more irresponsible than I think. And that's hard for me to imagine at this point. I want the warrant lifted. I wanted to be president. We don't get everything we want. You come here with no money. Why aren't you working? You said you do some transportation. How much do you make?
I make 18 hours,
How many hours do you work?
like
70?
7 hours a day is we get about
How many days do you work?
4. We got
4?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So you work 28 hours a week. Why aren't you working more? Prime earning years of your life. 28 hours a week, $18 an hour. That's somewhere in the neighborhood of $520 a week gross. You gotta make. Did you graduate?
Yeah.
Why aren't you working?
I don't know, Barbara. It's just been slow, so I just do transportation.
I wish everybody could do this just for a couple of days and they'll find out how irresponsible society is. You know that?
I can pay it on the first.
The whole thing?
Yeah,
Where are you gonna get that kind of money?
I'm gonna get it from my dad. Well, I just wanted to get this cleared up.
I'm gonna let you pay 50 a week and we're gonna start this beginning. And I don't care if you want to get it from your dad, you get it from your dad. Pay 50 per week beginning February the 20th. If you don't have the money, I'm reissuing the warrant. Okay? If you call the court, you say, Judge, I don't have the money, I had a bad week. No problem. But you can't do this. You got to act more responsible than this. So you call the court. If you don't have the money, no problem. Call the court. We'll go on Zoom. I'll give you an extension. Stop ignoring courts. It's a bad habit. Good luck. Knights Lane Holding LLC. You're all set. 25B82558, 25B82632.
Voting. Okay, we're to the vote.
Ma'am, what is your name?
So that's
Whoa, 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 whoa. You got to go 10 times as loud as that. Nice and loud.
already.
What is your position with Knights Lane? You're not a lawyer, are you? Or are you?
You.
Listen, so now this has blossomed. Actually, this is Judge Heston's case, isn't it? Heather, I think this is Judge Heston's, right? Or not? Oh, you got show caused. You show caused the owner. Where you been? Why haven't you shown up?
I was trying to coordinate with the city about this, and I already
We've sent notices out.
the one that I
Wait a minute. I want you to listen to me. I can't hardly hear you. You haven't shown up in this courthouse on 2 different dates that we gave you. And now we had to show cause you as the owner as to why you shouldn't be held in contempt and be sent to jail. Listen, you need a lawyer. And you need a lawyer fast. You need to hire a lawyer. You can't represent the corporation on a criminal case. Why you been blowing us off? Now keep your voice up. I need to hear you. I can't hardly hear you.
no, I needed to come to court. This was the first time I saw the notice that I needed.
Heather, is this not Judge Husson's?
Judge, there should be 2 cases for Knights Holding. One is ours that she needs to be. Oh, wait, you know what? Now that I'm looking, I'm sorry. The one that she needs to be arraigned on is showing it falls under her. But let me just double check that date. I also did, while I have you on here, receive a phone call from an attorney at the end of the day yesterday saying that they were going to be retained. They just couldn't make the court date today, but they never filed a
As far as that,
appearance,
they
yeah.
know better than that. We're not adjourning everything. So a lawyer, I'm sorry, if we don't have an appearance, as far as I'm concerned, the lawyer who purportedly was going to represent them is not the lawyer representing them. It's basic. They should have known that the first day they got out of law school.
So, Judge, I'm looking in the non-payment one is ours, and the one that
I
she has
see.
never been arraigned on is Judge Hesson's.
Here's what I'm doing. I'm rescheduling these. Can you spell your name for me again?
Odessa,
Odessa.
it's the company Odessa, and last name Codilla.
Codilla. All right. I'll just make a note you appeared. We're rescheduling this. You need a lawyer. Reschedule. This is going to go primarily on Judge Heston. So what are we doing? The 25th?
That would be a crossover on our day. We could do that though.
Well, whatever day.
Or she has
you
them
want-
on March 4th.
What's that?
March 4th, Judge Heston has Brownstown.
Does anybody have Brownstown next week? The 8th?
She does have it on the 18th, yes.
I'm gonna reschedule this to February 18th. We'll do it 9:45. You need a lawyer, okay? I mean, we sent the ticket. You gotta be careful with this. This ticket was issued back in April of 25.
For some reason, I saw the ticket last month and I was trying to coordinate with the city about how to go about this.
Here's what needs to happen. This is what happened, just so you. They wrote you for failure to register your rent. When you didn't show up on the civil infraction, it turned into a misdemeanor. So now you have a civil infraction you're in default on, that the company is in default on, that they owe 198 on. And you got, you paid this?
I think that, when I became aware of it, I've been asking the city how I can pay it. And initially we misunderstood because I couldn't find it online. And then
Well, how'd you pay it? Did you pay it through?
when I was able to, I kept trying something because I was finally able to talk to somebody yesterday to get assistance that could guide me in it. And then they told me how to pay, but initially
All right, let's slow down. Did you pay it at the court?
the online payment system.
Do we have,
Not if she paid it within the last couple or the last 24 hours. Prior to that, it has not been paid, Judge.
It went through yesterday, the payment
how long
finally.
does that take for us to figure that out when they pay
I
on?
can- If she used the one system, I can look right now. I'm gonna look. and
Yeah,
see if-
look now, and I got a better idea if she's.
Ma'am, did you pay on the site that charged a fee?
Courts, courts,
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that did not go through, Judge. We don't have no payment.
they emailed me the receipt though.
Well, listen, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let you go down the hall. You see if you can resolve this with her. If she pays this, I'm gonna send it to Brownstown. They might just go ahead and dismiss the misdemeanor. But I need proof. So can you figure that out? Do I need to send the file down, or can you do it with her just going down and showing you her receipt?
She can come down with the receipt and we can look at it.
Go down there and we'll figure something out. But you can't ignore these things, okay? All right, go down and talk to her. We'll see if you paid. If she has, tell me. I'm gonna call in Ms. Foley Carter on this, okay? Thanks.
It's
You're gonna go out that exit, see the doors in the back, and then go all the way down the end of the hall, okay? All right, thanks. National Electric LLC, 26B82503. Good morning, council. How are you?
Good morning, Todd Perry, on behalf of National Electric.
So, you registered with the company registered with the township, and they're gonna just go ahead and dismiss, right?
That's my understanding. The resolution is dismissed. We have no objection to that. We have verified. They have registered with the township, and then any issues with a permit or inspection have been handled. So-
Okay. All right, good enough. They've moved to dismiss, case dismissed. Good to see you, Mr. Chair. You take care. Which one do you have?
I have Mr. Wilson. He is, and it's pretty.
A and B. Good morning, Mr. Sparrow.
Good morning, huh? For the record, James Sparrow, on behalf of Mr. Wilson in this matter.
Sir, your name?
Reginald Wilson Jr.
All right, so we have a charge of super drunk. We have a charge of PBT refusal. He's going to plead responsible to that charge, PBT refusal. They're going to dismiss the super drunk. He's going to plead guilty to operating when impaired. True?
That is correct.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes, sir.
If you do that, the possible penalties are up to 300 fines, 93 days jail, 300. He just had a case.
2 years ago. And this is the sobriety quote change. Or a sobriety quote for all.
Oh, it's going to be, is that right?
Yes, there were notations on the other plate.
Okay.
And I can let you know, he does have his sheet. He is doing his sober link, and he has already had an intake and 2 sessions with a counselor at Delaware Gardens. We went over the sobriety court checklist, and he does want to.
He understands I have to immobilize his vehicle today, right?
Today, we talked about that, Your Honor. Yes.
Okay, so if you plead guilty to operating while impaired, the possible penalties are up to 300 fines, 93 days jail, 360 hours community service. Court costs are all of those. 4 points will be added to your traffic record. Your license would be suspended or revoked, in this case revoked. Your vehicle could be or might have to be immobilized. It will have to be immobilized. So I'm gonna have to order that immobilized. Your license will be revoked, effective in the next couple of days. Do you understand that? I can't hear you.
Yes.
Did you sign, read, and understand an advice of rights form here today?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you have his AA verification?
Yes, I've seen it.
That's all right. I don't.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
Has he been going 3 times a week?
Yes, he's got 11 or 12 at this point.
All right. So you understand everything that's going on here.
Yes.
You understand what a commitment that sobriety court is?
Yes, I do. I've read all the paperwork.
So you're going to have to come to status reviews every other week with me, either at 7:30 or 3 on Wednesdays, 7:30 in the morning or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You're going to have to meet with probation in the off weeks. You're going to be going to AA 3 times a week, going to treatment, going to an armed program, testing 3 times a week during your bond phase at your own expense. Once you get accepted into the program, we will pay for the testing and the sober link on with our grant, so long as you test every time and you test negative every time. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, I just want you to be aware, because there's no way you get through that program unless you're 1000% committed.
And Your Honor, one other thing I can say is that we know somebody mutually who was kind enough to talk to him that has been through a program in a different court. That's this Friday court in Lincoln Park, and he kind of gave him a heads up on what the expectations are and how the program really helped his life.
Good. All right, so you want to do this.
Yes, sir.
You understand all your rights.
Yes, sir.
You understand the possible penalties.
Yes, sir.
To the charge operating while visibly impaired, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you operating a motor vehicle on November 13th of 25 on Sibley near Racco in Brownstown at 8:25 p.m.?
Yes, sir.
Prior to that, did you drink alcohol? And if so, what did you drink and how much did you drink?
And a few Jack and Cokes.
All right, how many's a few?
4 or 5, maybe.
All right, and was your ability to operate the motor vehicle impaired due to the consumption of the alcohol?
Yes.
In what way? Why were you pulled over by the police?
For speeding, swearing,
You think you were speeding and swerving?
a good possibility, yes.
And you think you were speeding and swerving at least in part because of your alcohol consumption?
Yes, sir.
Was this an intoxilizer test or was it a blood
It was
draw?
blood.
And you stipulate that it was accurate, that is a .199?
Stipulated.
Are you on probation or parole right now?
No, sir.
Were you in front of me on the other case or Judge Hessen or somebody else?
You, sir.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
All right, I'm gonna accept your plea into the charge of PBT refusal, responsible or not responsible.
Responsible.
I'll accept that plea. I'm going to dismiss the super drunk charge. I'll accept the plea to impaired, accept the plea to PBT refusal. And I'll refer you for a screening and assessment. I hope. So we're going to have sobriety court on Wednesday next week, okay? So you'll have to make up your mind whatever one is easier for you to attend. So this is a sobriety court case. We're going to put it out, Heather, probably till let's see. Let's go to like the week of the 18th of March. For
Okay, so
sentencing.
yeah, you have March 18th and you want to do 8:30?
Yes, that's perfect. March the 18th at 8:30. So you'll go fill out a questionnaire and you'll be interviewed. I'm ordering the mobilization of your vehicle. You're going to have to prepare that order, Heather. It's going to be for 90 days. And you have to have all that done by February the 18th, 1 week from today. So you have to have the vehicle immobilized. Probation will give you all your other bond conditions. And we'll see you back here then. I'll defer the sentencing, by the way, on the civil infraction of March the 18th as well at 8:30, okay?
Thank you.
I wish you well. I look forward to getting to know you and hope we can help you.
Yes, sir.
Good luck. Thank you.
Probation first, Judge. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
And then he can get his notice.
Or
Or have a good day. Thanks.
This hearing perfectly captures what happens when people underestimate the seriousness of court obligations. Across multiple cases, we see the same pattern: missed appearances, lack of preparation, and excuses that simply don't hold up under judicial scrutiny. And the judge? He's not just reacting emotionally. He's enforcing structure, discipline, and accountability. Take Rodney Green's situation: nearly a year of ignoring a ticket, only to walk in with no money and the excuse, "I forgot." That's exactly the kind of response that damages credibility instantly. Yet, even then, the judge still offers a path forward with a structured payment plan, proving the system isn't just punitive, it's also corrective. Then we see corporate negligence enter the picture: failing to appear, failing to register properly, and nearly facing contempt. That's a reminder that businesses are held to strict legal standards too, and ignorance is never a defense. And finally, a shift: someone actually taking responsibility, pleading guilty, and committing to change through sobriety court. That contrast shows exactly what the court wants: accountability and effort. So here's the takeaway. Court isn't just about the charges. It's about how you show up, how you respond, and whether you take responsibility. Now let me ask you, who handled their situation the worst today? And who actually gave themselves a real chance to turn things around? Back into Next Pointing Right. If you found this breakdown powerful, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more intense courtroom moments and expert analysis.